Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
All fire teams, this is CP. Intruder picked up on camera. All units... Infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time. Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
How you doing, Jake? Good to see you, amigo. How are you? Nice. I don't know what that camera was supposed to be. The old hurry up and wait strategy. Of course, in a very real sense, non-lethal mines have a unique sense of trouble, in that you can literally walk on top of them and they go off. They don't give out a visual warning in terms of the laser beams of a I'm gonna make it, hopefully. Cameras. Yes! No traces.
Infiltration successful.
And a volunteer. That works. Well, on a theoretical level, anyways, it can be easier. You just have to, it's up to the base owner in their ingenuity to figure out how to get through using non-lethal equipment. Yeah, I got rid of him. One of them's gonna go. Been busy working on my alternate account. No, I'm okay more or less. Just a little out of it, I guess you could say. I haven't had a chance to broadcast in a couple of days. Been working on my alternate account and filling out the ranks of that account and all that. Just haven't been in a mood to broadcast, so haven't had a chance to speak.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out. CP, this is Zulu 6. Taking fire. Can't see where you're shooting from. Over. This is CP. Understood. All units on alert. The enemy's hiding somewhere. Find them. Out. All fire teams, this is CP. We may have a situation. Whoever's closest, go check it out. All units, special alert.
It's not very often you use the grade 8 shotgun. Of course, they stopped developing it after the grade 8. It's disappointing in a sense because I prefer to use my shotgun. And after grade 8, there's nothing that can take on high level armor. So it's a bit disappointing.
Better take a look. Follow me.
There you are.
CP, this is Delta 6. I can see smoke. Possible
Sure.
enemy sabotage. Over. This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out. All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out. Zulu 2, what's wrong? Come in, Zulu 2. We have a situation. All units on alert.
I was on this guy's base earlier this morning, and for some reason his guards were able to spot me
CP, this is Delta 9. I see smoke. Could be enemy activity. Over.
while I was still in the middle of the bridge.
Understood. Tighten security.
So I brought
Stay
my
alert. Out.
long range non-lethal
All
with me.
units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
It's actually overkill for a platform of this kind, but I didn't want to take a chance. Now, depending on the equipment level, you can use the grade 8 shotgun against grade 10 bases. It just depends on what grade 10 equipment they've actually developed. I don't believe it works very well against grade 10 armor. But it's been a long time since I've had that happen, so I don't remember exactly what the cutoff was.
CP, this is Delta 6. Arrive at scene. Beginning check. Over. CP, understood. Keep your eyes open. Out. All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out. CP, this is Delta 6. Took a look, but there's nothing going on here. Over. This is CP. Understood. Return to your post. Over. You there!
Infiltration successful.
I'm just a player, Thor. Just a player. Will that work for 97K? Okay, give me 2 minutes, I'll be right back. Okay. There's a guy in Security Challenge who is giving away his S++ staff. So I've been working with going through his base on my alternate account to fill out my ranks. So he's giving away S++ staff for free. You know, you hit his base, he doesn't defend. So I've padded up my alternate account with extra staff. It's nice. I think eventually, once I retire, I'll do that.
Successfully sneak your way
Set my
into the heart of
bases
the
to
rival
zero
PF's
security and
FOB, you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking
let people
forward to
run
meeting
and
the new
collect all my
recruits,
staff.
boss.
Then what he does is he'll reload his save,
Be careful down there, boss.
and he'll get all his staff back, and he keeps doing that to help people out. So it's a nice gesture on his part. Like I said, I may do that myself once I retire. Has some appeal to me. To really, I mean, give back in the biggest way possible, you know? Well, we'll see. I mean, it was nice to start over from scratch and go through the game again and use all the tips and tricks that I've learned on this account, on a brand new account. I don't have the same level of expectations on that account that I do on this one. So it's nice to just play through and not have to worry about nothing. So but that account, like I said, is filling itself up with S++, and once all my units are full, I have nothing to play for on that account as well, just like this one. So take it one at a time and do the best we can. Too late.
Infiltration successful.
How are you, Eric? Good to see you.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Doing okay?
Be careful down there, boss.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
I don't know if it's reflexes or anticipation or experience. But in situations like that, I mean, I'm anticipating their reaction when I come around the corner. I know there's a momentary freeze when they recognize that I'm the enemy. And that momentary freeze is enough for me to blast them and knock them out. And occasionally I get it wrong, but I just did one base yesterday on my alternate. The guy was maybe 3 feet from me, and I missed my shotgun blast. So it was disappointing, to say the least. So, how are you? Good to see you. Well, that's what my teaching videos are for. Just to help you learn or draw. Rather, I think it's a better interpretation is to draw inspiration, because I'm just a man. I have ideas on how to play this game, but I'm not infallible. I make mistakes just like everybody else. How you doing, Leo? There's people better than me.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's
Yeah.
FOB, and you can capture
It's
staff
good to be
from
back.
them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
10 carabins.
Be careful down there, boss.
There was a period of time where I just didn't want to do it, you know? I mean, there was a time where I kind of dreaded coming online and grinding away at different things and everything else. At the level that I'm at in terms of staff and unit levels and everything else, sometimes there's a lack of motivation because you're not building anything anymore. I mean, having maximized my staff, there's just something kind of missing. And of course, doing it the way I did, I didn't attack high-level bases on a regular basis.
All units, special
box. Earn points. Doing it strictly for the points. I used to have theme nights and all that. I'm gonna skip that for a little while. I agree, but for whatever reason, they don't.
All units, special alert. Defend your position.
I mean, it's bad enough with the grade 11 UAV. You need either intel or medical 161. And you know, it's a lot of work to get to that point. Getting grade 12 equipment would be, you know, you'd have to be at the maximum 162 for everything. But the big thing about this game is that you're, up until you reach the maximum, you're still building. You're,
Defend your position. Out.
you know, you're doing things. You're constantly expanding your units and everything else. But once you hit the limit, that's it. You know, this is not going to be pretty.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
You know what? I have to pay for it anyways.
CP, this is Zulu 4. Explosion spotted. Damage unknown. Over. This is CP. Understood. All units, stay on guard and find any intruders. Out. All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out. CP, this is Delta 3.
I mean, I understand that
Tightening security.
I don't play this game myself, but Survive does the,
Check your surroundings.
is an attempt to do the same thing. You are building and resources and everything else, collecting and this, that, and the other. That is funny.
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time.
That was fun. I like that. That's okay. I don't mind. I should have extracted him. That would have been the clincher, but wasn't to be. Yeah, I should have extracted him. That would have... He wouldn't have been able to recover in time for that.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them.
Well, Leo, you know what to do in terms of farming vehicles. So you can farm yourself a lot of tanks.
Be careful down there, boss.
I mean, Eric, I used to play this game up to 12 hours at a time on the weekends. So I was doing, you know, at one point I had 1,300 people in my online brig. So that's a lot of missions in one, you know, in a weekend or whatever. You know, I could just kept adding staff here and there, you know, going through bases like there was no tomorrow. And once I hit the 16,000 win barrier, which was last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, I had kind of oh, that's right, good catch. We're gonna have to sneak through. Be a phantom. There he is. And okie doke, man, I'll be here. Well, in one of my streams last month, Leo was asking me about how to farm vehicles. And I showed him my methodology, which is through mission 23. Basically, the way that works is you deploy in free roam with D Walker and the Fulton Ballista, and you go to where the info crate spawns for mission 23, and then you drop a vehicle in right next to it. Then you accept mission 23, and then once the mission starts, you can use the Fulton Ballista to extract the tank. And then go up the hill, and you're good to go.
Infiltration successful.
So it's a very simple farming process, and all you have to do is restart the mission and you're good to go. You know, you can collect thousands of vehicles that way just by using the Fulton Ballista, which doesn't cost you anything. You extract the vehicle, hit the checkpoint, and restart, and that's it. No mission, no sneaking around, no what do you call it? No pilot that's in the driver's seat, which gets extracted. So eventually I want to get 1,000 of everything. Eventually. But you know, it takes a long time to do that. Walker gears you can't really farm like that. You can't farm in that way because you can't extract, or you can't drop in Walker gears. So you gotta do mission 15 or mission 30, whatever, you know, to farm Walker gears that way. But vehicles, on the other hand, you can do, rather easily. It just takes time. So, you know, I already have 1,000 of everything else and 2,000 plus of the mortars, but I wanted to have an even 1,000 of everything, so I'm eventually going to get there. And once I do, I'm going to stop farming, because I don't need to do much else. In terms of PF ranking, I don't worry about it anymore. So give me 2 minutes, I'll be right back. Well, like I said, Leo, you have an option in terms of collecting vehicles. It's up to you if you want to pursue that option.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
Missiles don't do anything for me anymore. I don't know how to use them to anybody's advantage. I'm the wrong person to ask in terms of that.
Get it. We're seeing things.
CP, nothing weird going on here. How should we proceed? Over. This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out.
Oh, damn box.
CP, this is Delta 6. There was an explosion. Damage unknown. Over. This is CP. Understood. All units, stay on guard and find any intruders. Out.
All fire teams, this is CP.
UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
Really? Thanks, Fox Engine. That was a bunch of bunk. I guess I should have brought my grade 9 instead.
CP, this is Delta 3. I see smoke. Could be enemy activity. Over. This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out. All fire teams, this is CP. UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. You there! CP, this is Delta 3. Search complete. No sign of hostiles. Over. This is CP. Understood. Keep your guard up. Out.
It does come in handy. How about that?
CP, this is Zulu 10. I can see smoke. Possible enemy sabotage. Over. This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out. CP, this is Zulu 6. Zulu 6, what's wrong? Come in, Zulu 6. CP, this is Zulu 10. Explosion spotted. Damage unknown. Over. This is CP. Understood. All units, be on alert. Out. CP, this is Zulu 10. Threat in the area. We're tightening security. Over. This is CP. Understood. Check your surroundings. Out.
I'll take it.
Infiltration successful.
Yes, it is. It is. It is entirely dependent on the base owner's layouts. But yes, I've been able to phantom a 78 base on 3 occasions. So I've done it more than once. So I wasn't lucky. And it wasn't the same person either. I also have a 72 base that I was able to get through by firing exactly one shot out of my riot pistol and did nothing else. No soft alert, no nothing. So there's that too. So one I can use, and that's it. And he's injured. But again, it's entirely dependent on what the base owner has for a layout. If they have their mine set up in an absolute bridge block, then no, there's no way for me to do that. But if they have their mines spread out among the... How weird. I need to change this real quick. Okay. And there we go. Okay. So that base I just was able to get past. His layout did not enable me to be a phantom. He has his mines and cameras laid out in a way that I'm not able to solve without detonating a mine of some kind. So that is a single biggest issue there with being able to be a phantom at that stage of the game. Like I was able to put all my mines down for my bases, and even the most competent sneaker can't get through without detonating at least one mine. So there's a definite, you know, I set my mines up in a way that will ensure the activation of at least one mine. So this guy here, he's giving his staff away. So if you see this name in security challenge, he's giving away free staff. Very handy. Now it so happens that the first time that I was able to get a 70 plus base, this is the layout I got it on. So it is possible to Phantom, a 78 base. Prior to that, my highest levels were 65, so I had several of those. It's entirely dependent on the base owner's mine layout, mines and cameras.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
So, it just depends on the player. What kind of effort they can make.
Be careful down there, boss.
Solely defenses without
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
without setting off any devices or alarms or anything like that. Now, this base, because it is a level 8 or grade 8, there is a different way I have to do the final platform. I can't just walk up to where the power box is and go up the pipe, because there is a sensor there that will sense that I'm there. Oh shit, just like that. So I walk too close to it, now it's all shit out of luck.
Possibly an intruder. Whoever's closest, go and investigate ASAP. All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
Now it just becomes a normal infiltration. I don't want that, but play the hand we're dealt, not the one that
What's up?
stupid anti-theft sensor.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
Huh.
CP, this is Zulu 1. Search complete. No sign of hostiles. Over. This is CP. Understood. Stay alert. Don't let them get the drop on you.
That's to be expected.
Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time. Boss, the rival
Silly. See, I make mistakes just like everybody else. I'm all messed up. Okay, give me a second. My emblem is patterned after the United States Army's
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them.
the 11th
I'll be
Army
looking forward to meeting
Armored
the new
Cavalry
recruits,
Regiment.
boss.
And the nickname is the Black Horse.
Be careful down there, boss.
Now, of course, with the Grade 10 riot pistol, the deployment expenses in Common Metal and Tarragon are covered by the rewards at the end of the mission. So that's a super handy detail you can try and bank on. Okay.
All units, special alert.
So this
Defend your positions. Out.
player has what's called an absolute bridge block. There's no way for me to defeat this without setting off any kind of mine camera combination. Forgot to change the box. So there's no way to do this without blowing up a mine.
We lost the security net. There's no reason for it to be down. Whoever's closest, go check it out. All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out. CP, this is Delta 9. Heard an explosion. Location unclear. Over.
So I have to get to the final
Understood. We are
platform
all units
very
on
quickly
alert.
for a defender post. Clowns. What are you doing there? I don't need the staff, so I'm not going to steal them. Now I don't carry FOM decoys, I don't carry wormhole generators, so I am not, strictly speaking, equipped to deal with defenders. I do that on purpose.
CP, understood. Keep your eyes open. Out.
All fire teams, this is CP.
UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. CP, this is Zone 4. Security has been taken out. Over. This
Yes!
Infiltration successful.
I'll take it. I've never liked the concept of FOM decoys. Okay, so I've never been a big fan of the whole idea of using FOM decoys. So I don't carry them. You know, I've developed them to their maximum, but I don't use them. Does that put me at a disadvantage? It can, but there's just some things I don't really, you know, technically speaking, I don't really care about drawing defenders, technically speaking. So I don't plan for dealing with them, you know. They're just not my thing. There's somebody who knows. How are you, Fila? Good to see you, amigo. We're doing high level stuff today, so but you know, I guess we have a study in contrasts. I don't like to draw defenders. Fila, on the other hand, is an expert at dealing with defenders. He does it on purpose, whereas I try not to.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB. You can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
But that's the genius of this game. You have a lot of different ways to play. Options, and strategies, and loadouts, and everything else. Yes, so I mean, the vast majority of my bases are just like this one, you know. Spend a lot of time on these first tab bases, not really tackling people and all that. So now, as it happens, I'm fairly decent at solving these kind of bases. And in FOB school, I try and teach people how to do that so they can go through that first tab and find an S++ eligible base, which is level 39 or higher. And maybe, if they're lucky, at the end of the mission, they will get an S++ volunteer.
All units, special alert.
And that's the vast majority of my business, was earning volunteers. If I'm able to make it to the core on this mission, I'll expand a little further on that. because it requires a change in mindset in terms of how you play. And I'll hopefully, like I said, hopefully I can make it. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Peanut gallery, doorman, and a pipe fitter, and then I'll be good to go.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
Pipe fitter. Okay. Let's go up the pipe. That sensor right there at grade 8 will detect me. So I had to change my strategy to get through. I mean, my phantom preference, my preference for being a phantom is, you know, non-interaction, because it's, in a sense, to me, it's both a challenge and it's actually a lot of fun to crack a base without firing a shot.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
Infiltration successful.
Okay, now. Seven soldiers. Okay, now, in attacking first tab bases, you're going to get staff like this. 4A++ and 3S. Or maybe it'd be 6S if he had more. Okay, basically, I'm not doing it for the staff captured. I'm doing it for the volunteers at the end of the mission. So I didn't get any major volunteers this time around. But I keep doing that, you know, over and over and over, and they start to pile up. And once I learned how to do no traces, in a sense, I was cracking bases without leaving any knowledge that I was there on the base itself. You know, the security log will tell the will tell the base owner what I did, but I was doing bases without them being notified, you know. So, and I've done that on every platform, including Intel. So it's possible to do it on standard bases. Now, bases with custom mines and cameras, that's a whole different story, and I talked about that earlier. It depends entirely on what the base owner does with his mines and cameras. Let me go backwards a second. Look at those captured staff. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. It depends. It depends on what's the word? As long as it's level 39 or higher, you're good to go. I suspect this guy has a bridge block in place, so No, there is no way to get that an S plus into an S plus plus. You can make multi S plus plus by using metals, but you cannot make an S plus staff member into an S plus plus. There's no way for that.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them.
Did you play events?
Forward to meeting the new recruits,
You know?
boss.
So I played events.
Be careful down there, boss.
A kind soul in security challenge helped me fill out my intel team. I have all S++ and intel once his. Survive. Damn! Got lucky. Oh, man, really?
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
I think I could jump that. Gotta hurry though. Yes! It works. Ooh, living dangerously.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
Don't worry about you.
CP, this is Delta 3. I'm an intruder. Going on alert. Over.
Hostile!
CP, understood. Watch for anything suspicious. Out. All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out. CP, this is Zulu 1. Under attack from an unknown position. Over. This is CP. Understood. Stay alert and smoke out the enemy. Out. All fire teams, this is CP. We may have a situation. Whoever's closest, go check it out. CP, this is Zulu 10. I see smoke. Could
That's
be
the thing
enemy
that blows about the riot pistol is that you don't have a lot of.
Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out. CP, this is Delta 6. Threat detected. Going on alert. Over.
You don't have a lot of margin for error.
Understood. Keep your eyes open. Out. CP, this is Delta 2. I'm seeing smoke. There may be enemies in the area. Over. This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out. All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out. All fire teams, this is CP. UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time.
Too many guys up on top. Now, as a side issue, I think it has to be said that I have the benefit of having maximum my units at maximum. The reason I say that is because I have access to the grade 10 and you know all of the weapons have been developed. Okay. So I have access to weapons that other people may not have. I know on my alternate account I can't get to the I can barely it's just outside my limit in terms of the riot pistol. The grade 8, which would make high level bases a lot easier for me. But that jump from 7 to 8 is just a little too much for my base, which is only one FOB. I think I can get there with metals and everything else, but it's hard, you know, it's almost, it's at fingertip, you know, I'm fingertips from it. So there's a lot of, you know, stuff that goes into that would make it easier for me to do large scale bases, high level bases. I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna attack my own supporters. What's wrong with me? How are you, Hardy? Good to see you, amigo. Okay. Let's try again. I still post the topics every Tuesday.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
That FOB tails.
Be careful down there, boss.
Topic is starting to fall apart. People aren't posting anymore, so. Light guns, right?
What? Gotta check it. Let's go.
Sometimes that Telegram community can move too fast for me. Oh, those bastards. That brings back a lot of memories. They were the ones who got me into the insurance thing, because they were so brutal in their attacks. I mean, I hit Saney's base one morning, stole 4 guards, and didn't make it. And before I knew it, I had everybody in the clan jump on my base.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
It was astonishingly bad. And I was making defenses and trying to get by, and it was not working. So I eventually caved and bought insurance, because it just wasn't enough to deal with them. I don't believe this.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
All zeros. Perfection.
Infiltration successful.
Ah. Wow. There you go. No traces on a 70-some base. Leo, I may be on tonight. It depends on what I'm doing for dinner. I don't know for sure. When his base opens up again, I want to look at his numbers. Because I know he had custom mines and cameras. But we'll see. That's what I do. Complete fandom. No, not that one. That one. I don't need medals of honor anymore. I've stopped trying to give my staff. At least on this account. I still do it on my alternate. So Casanova Cuts had custom mines and cameras, and I was still able to get through without firing a shot.
There's one intruder. Their objective is unclear. If they make it to the heart of the FOB, they capture staff from it. You've got to make sure that doesn't happen.
Out.
I'm gonna kill him. Yes.
Defense successful. Victory is ours. They need their heads checked trying to take us on.
Of course. Works for me. Yeah, the bastards days were. You would see their emblems or icons in indirect, and you'd not necessarily be scared of them, but it was like they were serious. And after I had dealt with them in more ways than one, I made sure to steer clear of their business. No, I'm not doing that. Not on grade 9. Welcome back, Jay. Grade 8. I mean, I get indirects from random people. I support random people, and I have a couple of good ones, but most of them have insurance, so it's not worth the effort. And I don't want to ask anybody
You can capture staff
to
from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
accept my friend request because I don't want people to know what my alternate is. Keep it to myself.
Be careful down there, boss.
The problem with that layout is that now he's used up his aces, and well, I'll try and get past him without it. This is the same layout as the Bound Dragons event, this map, so I had a lot of time on this layout. For all I know, this guy has insurance, so what are you looking at? on high-level bases all day today.
CP, this is Zone 4. Threat in the area. We're tightening security. Over.
Of course, maybe Casanova has his mind set up so that people can use it as a point platform, a boosting mechanism, if you will, for points.
This is CP. Understood. All units, we may have intruders. Out. CP, this is Delta 6. We may have an intruder. Going on alert. Over. This is CP. Understood. Don't let your guard down. Out.
I'm not gonna risk it. And no FOM decoys, no wormhole generators. I don't use that stuff. Not on normal infiltrations anyways. I mean, I could use my 2.0 female with the wormhole generator to save my life, but kind of detracts a little from my whole perspective on sneaking. Then again, everybody has their own code of ethics in terms of what works and what doesn't for themselves. You know, some people don't like the grade 10 wormhole. I like it. They should have made it available in single player. That would have been nice.
Infiltration successful.
Excuse me. Leo, describe your bug to me and I can tell you what to do about it. $77. So we were talking about being a phantom on a 77 or 70 plus base. Well, you can see here by his numbers that he has extra mines and cameras deployed. Unfortunately for him, I was able to get through this base without firing a shot. Completely undetected. So, again, it is entirely dependent on what the base owner has for their layouts. It's not up to you, it's up to them. In this particular instance, with the highest grade guards and everything else, you know, it's a 77. Okay, I was able to get through this without firing a shot. Completely undetected, no traces. So it was entirely dependent on his layout, not my skill or ability, whatever you want to call it. I know this layout really, really well. That's why I chose this start point instead of this one. Okay. 51,000. Okay, so again, to reinforce the point, it is entirely dependent on their layout, not your ability. And he didn't have a domino setup, so there was there's no way to, you know, I didn't know how he was gonna play it. So I went at it, and I got, in a sense, I got lucky. So it just illustrates my point of you being dependent strictly on what they have, not what you have. Medical. We'll see. Okay. I'm in the 700s for my PF rank. But since I started, my highest was 189 way back when. But since I started focusing specifically on farming for
Successfully
PF,
sneak your way into the heart
I've
of the
dropped like
rival
a
PF's
stone.
FOB, and you can capture staff from them.
It's weird.
I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
I mean, in a weird sense, I guess you could say turning the power off is the ultimate FU.
CP, this is Delta 1. Something worth looking into here. Please advise. Over. This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out. All units. Special alert. Defend your positions. Out. CP, this is Delta 6. Something worth checking here. Please advise. Over.
Hey, you okay?
This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out. CP, this is Delta 6.
Gonna make it. Gonna make it. Yes.
Tightening security. Over.
How's
This is CP.
Infiltration successful.
Out.
It's the daytime. Yeah, I don't understand that either. And a shit, if I was on my alternate account, I'd be doing cartwheels at this point. I mean, that's one of those little issues. You know, you turn the power off during the daytime, they don't even notice. Yeah, cartwheels. Infinite ammo. That does not help me. Highest 140 on a 78 base development, I think it is. I'd have to look it up, but I did no traces on a 78 the first time I did it. Not too bad.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
Now, of course, as we've seen from this stream, my playstyle or theory of infiltration still holds. You know, I still want to be a phantom, do as little interaction as possible. Really? Just walk right past them? Okay. It works. Ooh, sneaky. That's good insurance. Stay away from the sensors, damn it. For some reason that camera notices me every once in a while. Gets on my nerves. I carry my night vision. Okay, Eric. Have a good one, man. Good to see you. The only thing I have right now is night vision. Take care, man. Have a good one. I'm going to be streaming more and more in the coming days, so hopefully you can grab a view or two. I appreciate you very much. Get ugly in about 5 seconds. And therein lies the problem. So we're going to have issues. Damn! See, 3 feet away, and I blew it.
Try a little harder next time.
I make mistakes just like everybody else.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
So that guy was 3 feet from me and I still missed. No, I don't. Yeah, sorry. I don't have that game. But that last round was also instructive in that even though he had custom mines and cameras, we were able to defeat all but one of them, and the last one came in the core. So there's something to be said for being able to figure out what goes where and how to take a chance and all that. I didn't fire a shot until the very end, and even then I missed. So I don't understand.
My imagination. It's nothing.
Just force my hand. Should be free and clear.
Infiltration successful.
I'll take it. I've done that on a couple of occasions on stream, and it's not my thing. I'm not into that. Be very different. I should have done medical. Oh no! Wrong weapon. Oh good, I got my shotgun with me.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
Need 11. Where you get out of there? Yeah. Oh shit, wrong stick gas. Whoops.
Mission
I'll
successful.
take it. Good times. How are you, Fabiano? Good to see you. You know, when I was on my temporary break, I thought about throwing out all my low-grade staff and just using Venom from now on. I thought about it, but because I was doing some single-player work and it was it felt good to play as, you know, the man himself, but not yet. About a half hour. No underbarrel. That's fine. Let's get nasty. What? Shit, I forgot the FLM decoys. That's fine. I don't care. I don't care. I'm wearing battle dresses. Oh. I thought I was wearing battle dresses. I was going to say I stick out like a sore thumb anyway.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Let's see what we can do. Someone's...
Careful down there, boss.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
No suppressor, no extra bullets. I'm really shit out of luck on this one. Well, we'll see. That's what we do here.
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time.
Yeah, Fila's got up to, what, 300 some K? 300 plus?
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
But you got to bear in mind, for that kind of number total, that is headshotting everybody, not just with the long rifle, but the underbarrel pistol attachment, which enables double espionage points for tactical takedowns. I personally don't use that because it's so expensive, and I'm not a good shot with it anyways. Again, my entire philosophy is rooted in the concept of non-interaction, being a phantom rather than an aggressive intruder. I had to mess it up, didn't I? I should have just shot him.
Infiltration failed.
That's why I say
Try a little harder
that
next time.
people like Fila are better than I am. My style isn't for everybody, just as his style isn't for everybody as either. I can't shoot the way he does. I don't have the patience for it. But Fila is quite skilled at that, and his point totals reflect that. Of course, like I said when he joined earlier, his thing is also drawing out defenders on purpose, which I don't do. Just because I want the numbers. I don't really care. I don't care about your force levels. Okay, man. You have a good one.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
That's a good thing about double resource week. You can carry all kinds of stupid shit and make it up on these low-level bases. Now, like I've said before, I carry the grade 5 for the main reason that it is easier for me to refill the required resources through support than it is through medical. I hate running medical.
All fire teams, this is CP. UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
Where are your friends?
CP, this is Delta 3. Took a look, but there's nothing going on here. Over. This is CP. Understood. Return to your post. Over. What the? Man down! You okay?
Ah, you got sidetracked. That's funny. Sometimes you get lucky. Hurry up.
CP, this is Delta 2. Threat in the area. We're tightening security.
So even on this abandoned base with grade 5 equipment, I still have to do a lot of work because the guy changed his security zones. So here I'm thinking it's going to be an easy, quick run through, no big deal. Nope, gotta do work. You never know what you're going to get until you step off the helicopter. That's my #1 saying. Since I have to do work, I'm going to have to collect something from you. Bam.
Infiltration successful.
So, a lot more work than I thought, but I still got the reward, and that's all that matters. Did I do this one already? I think I did. Yeah, I got beat. I had the wrong equipment. Generally speaking, I tend not to hit a base more than once. Or I'll wait a long period of time before I hit them again. Not one of those people who continually drills at something like that. Unless, and this is a big stretch, unless the person tells me that I'm a cheater. Then I'll go at them as many times as I want. I don't appreciate being told that I'm a cheater.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there,
Got a
boss.
couple more after this, then I'm going to hang it out for a little bit. Get something to eat and come back later. Had some good success so far today. I'm glad you guys have been here to see it. Like I said before, I used to refuse to carry the riot pistol because it was so expensive. But I carry it all the time now, so I will. Like I said, I'm getting back into it, so I'm not doing PF stuff anymore. I'm not gonna worry. I'm gonna put that on the back burner. Just going for points, more or less. Trying to be a phantom. I mean, when I was figuring out how to do the no traces style, in a sense it was surprising That's good. I like that. I like that. And that's perfectly fine. I was surprised at how, I'm not going to say easy, but there are gaps in the coverage, I guess, that you figure out right away once you start doing this playstyle. You start seeing the gaps, and it's kind of alarming in a sense, because here you are, long-range security, and people are well aware that if you cause a soft alert, the snipers go on duty, and then things go haywire right after that. Well, if you don't go on soft alert, they are helpless. They just stand there, and they watch you walk right by. So on a normal base like this, you know, their weapons, in a sense, work against them. Those.
Infiltration successful.
Not bad. Goose eggs. Okay, last one for now. And then I'll take a short break and then come back on later. Now, on a couple of occasions, I've been able to what's the best word to use? I have been able to get people back, either through direct attacks on me or indirect of my supporters, where I've been able to execute the no traces doctrine in retaliation or as a supporter. And I've had people send me hate mail for that. And I tell them, I go, well, it's not my fault, you know, I can get around your base. I don't know what your beef is, but I can't help you with, you know, with any of that. Okay. last one for now.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
I wonder if he lived.
CP, this is Delta 3. Beginning check. Over. CP, understood. Don't let your guard down. Out.
Hostile!
CP, this is Delta 3. Took a look, but there's nothing going on here. Over. CP, understood. All units, special alert. Defend your
Really?
Infiltration
That was
failed.
lame.
Alright. Try a little harder next time.
Lame. Okay. That'll be it for now. I should be on, like I said, in a little while. Yeah, especially after all the success we've had. But I appreciate you guys very much, and I will see you hopefully in a little while. Have a good one.